Sorry, it's a small screen.
You have to have a big voice.
I know. Oh no. Anyway, after this, it's a video. I won't play the sound because
Yeah.
we'll just be competing with everything. But there's sound on the video. Okay.
So give us a copy of the video.
I can send that to Philip. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, let's do it. That's fine. I'll play the video now.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Swimjunkie. Is that our share? Drone? Is that a nice shot. Verde Island.
One thing that we're really proud of the series is that all our races are members of the Global Swim Series. And the Global Swim Series is based in the US, and there are over 130 races internationally, all open water swimming races, and ours are members of the race.
The Global Swim Series is for open water.
Yes, it's only for open water swims, and our races are members of that. Okay. So that's actually their website, and our race features on their website. So when we first started in, Verde Island, VIP Lobo. VIP stands for Verde Island Passage. And it's a partnership I have with Akiko Thompson because she actually lives in Lobo. She has a home in Lobo. She's lived there since she was a kid. And we want to raise awareness for Verde Island Passage because that's officially the center of diversity for marine shellfish diversity. So we want to help promote the VIP and protect it because like a few years ago they were threatening to have mining. They were threatening to open a coal processing plant, and any industrial process will eventually flow into the Verde Island Passage. So we do the swims to raise awareness. So we started small. On our second year, we grew a little more. And then on our third year, we had this many swimmers last May. So I don't know if you recognize some of the swimmers. That's Lara Parpan, yes, and then Dennis Valdez, the yes, and then Annie De Leon, of course, you know Annie, the Ironman Annie Brown. Those are just some of the swimmers who joined the race. That's what our race course looks like. So we start from here. That's Punta Malabrigo, and then I have pontoons. Each pontoon has divers and marshals who watch over the swimmers, and then the swimmers swim here and they turn around. The turnaround is directly above the Malabrigo Sanctuary. So it's full of fish, it's full of corals, and then they swim back.
Okay.
That completes their 2.5K. The 5K swimmers make 2 loops of that. So the race sometimes will take about like 3 hours. El Nido is our second stop, which is this weekend. Our race is this weekend. It's also a member of the Global Swim Series. Last year we started small. If you think about it, each racer is spending for airfare, for the hotel, for the race fee, for food.
How much is the race fee?
Our race fee for El Nido is $3,600. for the 8 kilometers.
For the logo.
Lobo is 3,300 because it's 5K.
Okay.
So it ladders. As the races get longer, of course the fees are also bigger because
What does it include?
they all get a swim cap and finisher shirts and race cap, finisher shirt, medal. Everybody gets a finisher's medal. Now we have 160 swimmers this year. So each race is growing. He was the winner last year. He flew from San Francisco to join the race.
Wow.
We have 40 swimmers who flew in. They don't live here. They registered abroad and they're flying in to join the race. So
Through the Global Swim website.
not necessarily. It's because open waters, the swimming community really shares information, and they want to try as many swims as possible. So this year we do have registrants because of Global Swim Series, but last year none of them. They're all from somewhere else. They just came across our announcements.
Ilang percent ng mga foreigners na participate?
So last year we had 40, and our total last year was less than 110. So it's almost 50%.
Every year na.
It gets bigger every year. This year in El Nido, this weekend, Belinda Granger is joining. Hi. Hey. Belinda Granger is, hello. She is a 15-time Ironman race winner, and she's registered for the 8K. Her husband is a coach on Maca X, which is a coaching website for triathletes, and he's racing the 4 kilometer. This is her first time to race an 8 kilometers. She's coming back. She's Australian, and she's very, very popular in the Asia Pacific circuit for Ironman. This is the race course of El Nido. We start from Leo Estate. Leo Estate is the brand new development of Ayala. We start from the beach, and it's shaped, we call it the dolphin spin. And they swim, again, all those yellow marks are pontoons with, we don't have lane lines. There's 0 lane lines in Swimjunkie swim, so you just have to sight the pontoon and swim one pontoon after the next. So there's no lane line to hold the pontoon. And then it ends here, which is 300 meters away from the beach front. This is the beach club of Leo. And then that's 2 kilometers. And you have to go back in reverse to complete 4K. Then 2 loops if you're doing 8 kilometers. And the reason why we put this little mark here is because there's beautiful corals there, so we just made them include just so they could see corals here. And then when I tested the course, I test the course myself. Every course I test it. I choose the venue, I choose the courses, and I mark them myself with help, of course. But when we did this, we spotted 8 per weekend during the recon. So there's a lot. It's beautiful. Karamoan, which is August 19th. It's a short video.
Night time?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Sharp eyes. So, I was asked earlier, how come we're only doing this now? If the series has been around for, this is the 4th year, and also because Lobo is already finished. But we only started because when it comes to attendance, it's the community really shares info. So it's never really hard for us to let people know. And get participants. Plus, the number of people who can do 10 kilometer swims is small, so they really talk to each other. But I really want to also get it out there that there's this little race series that is promoting the Philippines. I mean, it's featuring beautiful swim courses, and foreigners are actually coming in to participate. But people should know about this, and also just every time we have a new open water swimmer, that's a new person who will protect and love clean and safe water, because you can't swim unless the water is perfectly clean and safe. So we're growing people who really protect the water with a passion. So if you have questions.
What I mean, I know these are hardcore swimmers in open water, but what qualifies someone for the Swimjunkie challenge
Okay.
specifically?
Yeah, the reason we purposely laddered the swim. So VIP logo starts with 2.5K and 5K. And then they have maybe a month to get ready. Of course, you have to get ready months before VIP logo. But then the next race is 4K and 8K. And so we help ladder you with longer distances. We don't shock anyone into the 10K. So the series helps people along. This 2.5K is actually it's not difficult in the sense like triathletes will swim 1.9, 1.5 kilometers. So it's a really nice introduction for triathletes to open water swimming. Yeah, but we ladder people up to become serious open water swimmers. But we always were very, very, we always stress, you never join this race unless you are fully trained. When we first did the 10K, we actually emailed everybody a training plan, because it was the very first 10K swim ever organized when we did Karamon in 2016. No one had ever done a 10K organized race. That was us.
And
we did it first.
Even anywhere else?
No, in the Philippines. In the Philippines. So just to be sure, we sent everybody a training plan.
Okay.
You know, usually coaches will charge an arm and a leg for that training plan, but no, we sent everybody free because we wanted to make sure you're all ready. So we had only one DNF. DNF means did not finish in race terms.
Okay.
One DNF. Everybody finished the race. The first time we did 10K.
This isn't competition, di ba?
It's a competition. It's a competition. We have, especially lately, we've had, on our first few years, the breakdown of attendees, 60% triathletes. And then the rest are existing swimmers, like swim team members or varsity members, swimming team varsity. This year, the ratio is going lower, and you have more pure swimmers, and the triathletes is starting to shift. So, like Logo, we had very fast swimmers in Logo. Yeah. Yeah.
So actually, I was just gonna ask you about the demographics of the participants, but you just answered that.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if who are we supposed to promote it to? Is it gonna be the triathletes? Definitely, it's not gonna be the average runner who,
Right.
or
No.
it's not even for the masses. So are we supposed to share our write-ups? Are we gonna be sent some press kits?
Yeah. Press kits. Philip has press kits.
If I was wondering if we could tailor our write-ups according to your specific target niche, or if you want to promote it to brand ambassadors, or maybe triathletes, or maybe runners who are looking to transition into triathlon.
Yes. I would say triathletes first, and then the thing about runners, if they haven't done triathlon yet, it means that they have almost zero experience with swimming. There is another organizer who does it's called beginner-friendly distances. But our shortest distance is 2.5, and there's no lane lines. So that's a very daunting first swim for a beginner. But we have had beginners joined our races, but they started training early. I mean, they had like months of preparation before.
There's some of the local, are there like people like Mike joining as well, more personalities for this
Yeah,
for the
like
races?
oh, for El Nido,
Local ones.
a local. What's her name? She's a TV host, news host. Gretchen. Gretchen Pulido. Gretchen is doing the swim.
Okay.
Yes, and then Mike Tan joined. Erwan has registered so many times, but like last year? He got married.
Yeah.
So he withdrew from the race. But he was registered. He paid and everything. That happened to him twice. He registered for Karamoan, and then he registered for, I think, Labo. And then both times, well, he got married and then but he paid. So he was on the list. Yeah, we do get like Dennis Valdez, and Tessa has joined our race also. Tessa joined the 2.5K.
Ma'am, what are ways that you will keep your participants safe?
Oh, the venues that we choose, I choose them myself personally. Unless I have the complete support of local government, we don't go to the venue. So the complete support of local government, that includes access to their agencies, the NDRMC, the Coast Guard, their local medical team. In Caramoan, for example, our first year, our emergency crew outnumbered the swimmers. We had more on the course keeping the people safe than the number of people in the water. But that's characteristic of all of the Swimjunkie races.
Has there been any instances of
Thank
your
God
drowning?
no. Thank God no. Thank God no.
With water?
Yes, that's open water. And that's why, well, for example, the 8 kilometer and 10 kilometer swims, they have to submit a medical certificate and also proof of racing another open water swim before they sign up. So 0 beginners for 8K and 10K.
So are there prizes involved or
Only for the
just bragging rights?
yes, only for the 10K.
Only for the 10K.
Yeah.
Just one winner or?
No, for the 10K marathon, the marathon is no stopping. They don't have land stops. It's all water. What they do is the marathon swimmers have pontoons, and the pontoons have buckets on the sides. In the buckets are the water and their whatever food they have, and they eat and drink in the water.
Okay.
Okay, and so for that 10 kilometers, they just keep swimming 10 kilometers. The 10K marathon swimmers, the first prize is 12. Then it's 12, 12, 7, 4, something like that.
Pesos.
I can't remember. Yes, 1,000. Yes, and then for the 10K islands, the 10K island swimmers, they hop from island to island in a 10K loop. And the prize there is 7, then tiered down, 7,000.
Are there coaches from the team who will be able to provide the training for the race?
Well, right now, everyone finds their own coach. For the 10K distances, we send them reminders, just like general reminders. By this time, you should have completed this total mileage or this number of this type of workout. But we don't coach anyone; they have to find it themselves because they come from so many places. But what most people do is they find a coach in their location. And there are quite a few now. When I first started, there was, I started in 2015. The number of open water races was 3 out of 365 days a year. 3 races in the whole year. Adilao, Pico de Loro, Anilao, Pico de Loro, and Cebu. And then
Which was
there
your
were.
first? Which was your first?
My first was Karamoan
Karamoan.
in 2015, and then two organizers, 3 events the whole year. Now, after Karamoan, we had 4 new organizers. They just watched. I guess they waited to see how we would do. Yeah, they waited to see how we would do, and then now there are 4 new organizers, and we have 12 races in a year. That's a lot
Have you
compared
ever
to
competed in open water internationally?
me.
Yeah.
Actually, in 2014, I did a crossing from Robben Island in South Africa to Blubberstrand. I don't know if you saw, there were 2 Filipino swimmers. We're the first Filipino swimmers to cross from Robben Island to Cape Town.
Cape Town.
Yeah, and then that was me and Julian Valencia. So we did that swim. After that, high percentage of failed attempts for that swim because it's the water. You have to wear a regular bathing suit, and the water was 13 to 15 degrees. Yeah, in the Atlantic, and then I swam 8.6 kilometers
Oh my.
in the cold. And then after that swim made me start Swimjunkie Challenge because you have to pay so much money you have to book your slot in advance. You have to become a member of their swimming association, and it's charged in, South African dollars. And then you have to train there for a while. So it's so expensive. And after I was swimming, I was thinking people should come to the Philippines. We have prettier swim courses. The
What
water
made
is
you want to try that
nicer.
out in the first place?
Sorry?
What made you want to try that in the first place?
Well, someone found me because of my blog. I have a blog. It's called Swimjunkie. Just add water. It's tips for triathletes who want to swim.
Okay.
And someone found me because of that blog, and he invited us to do the crossing.
In Roma.
Yes. Yeah. So he found us the sponsors, and we just went there and swam.
When did you start doing? You were a triathlon before.
Yes.
A
always
triathlete.
been.
So
Yeah.
when did you start doing triathlon?
Since 2010.
2010.
Yeah. 2010. So if I didn't do triathlon, I wouldn't have started open water swimming. I wouldn't have started my blog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was you joined triathlon in 2010. Made you wanted to create that blog.
Yes. Because of the blog, I got noticed, and then they asked me to do the swim. And because of the swim, I started Swimjunkie.
So you can offer a more affordable competition.
Yes, and I think the Philippines could be an international destination for open water swimming. Much more
There's so
than
many good
it's
beaches.
beautiful, it's cheaper, it's more affordable, it's safer. It's safer because we swam with we each had a guide boat, and the boats had an electrode because there are sharks, great whites. So you have appointments, and if you miss your appointment because of bad weather, you have to wait. You get pushed back. But 2 weeks before I swam, they had to pull a man out because the shark got too close to the boat. Yeah. So the electrode is supposed to be effective within a 25-meter radius. But the shark was too big. His mass was not. He wasn't. Yeah. So they pulled him out, and he didn't finish.
In South Africa.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. We don't have to worry about that here.
How many marshals do you have? What are those marshals?
We have up to 135.
130?
We usually have 135 people on the water.
Do you have like scuba diving?
Yes. Did you get to see the maps on the chart? But
No, you came
we
late.
have pontoons every 200 to 300 meters, and on each pontoon there are 2 divers in the water and 2 marshals on top. So we have eyes over and in the water for each pontoon, and then on the sides there are emergency boats, care of the Coast Guard, and then also in other intervals we have paddleboard marshals. So a lot of people in the water. Lots.
Do you allow scuba diving?
Oh, during the race? No, no. Only regular swimwear. Fabric-based swimwear. No, nothing out of rubber or because it helps with buoyancy. Just regular swimsuits.
You mentioned the beauty of the Philippines. So, are you offering or packaging a tour of the place to the foreigners, or?
No, we have, like I mentioned, I don't choose a venue unless I have complete support from local government. And all the local governments we work with have a tourism attaché or a tourism, someone in charge of tourism at OIC, and they make sure that they provide us all the information, and so every racer comes with all the information he needs, like this is how much a tour is, this is where you can go.
So they can choose their own tours.
They take care of it.
Okay.
Especially like Leo Estate in El Nido. They already have 2 tour guides who are part of their merchant commercial area. So everyone just coordinates with them.
So how about the accommodation of the race, the swimmers?
Sorry, let me just turn this off. Sorry.
So they get to pick their own.
Yes, on the registration site, they book all of their accommodations through us on the website, which we partner with the establishment.
So you have an accommodation, a prepared account.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's just to make sure that people have a place to stay in. So we block the rooms right away.
It's only one hotel, or?
No, like in Lobo, that's impossible. It's not very advanced in terms of tourism. So we have 12.
Wow,
12
12.
different resorts.
And some of them stay the Punta Bukit.
Yes, yeah.
We went there just a few days ago.
It's
Nice.
beautiful. It's so nice there.
The beach is rocky.
Yeah. Oh, actually, Lobo is pure rock.
Yeah.
Lobo is a rocky beach, but it has the best water because there's no sand. So it's very clear water. It's beautiful. Yeah. That's one of my favorite swims, Lobo. But in terms of the course, my favorite is Carmel. Yeah. Nice.
Can you get the
Oh, yes. Yeah.